Hello friends, I am Dr. Rakesh Gupta. In this surgical video, I am demonstrating technique to operate and implant multifocal IOL in a patient with small pupil in a range of 4 mm without using any ring or iris hooks to dilate the pupil. I am also going to demonstrate how to use a chopper specially designed by me for this purpose. This chopper has an angled end and a blunt tip, which makes it easy to go under the iris and under the anterior capsule edge to do a horizontal chop. And it keeps the posterior capsule as well as capsular axis edge safe. The duration of surgery is 18 minutes and this is an unedited video. I have just increased the speed of video by 2 times so that this video finishes in 9 minutes. After standard cleaning and draping, under topical anesthesia, side ports are made with MVR blade and 2.2 mm main port is made in supranasal quadrant as the steep axis lies in supranasal quadrant. All ports should be made slightly anterior to avoid iris prolapse. Intracameral adrenaline is used to dilate the pupil to the maximum size, which you can see is around 4.5 mm only. After that, I am staining the anterior capsule with trypan blue dye, and if you notice, I have gone under the pupil edge and injected slight dye under the iris also, so that the mid peripheral part of the anterior capsule is also stained. And now, after washing the anterior chamber, viscoelastic is injected. The bubble is gently taken out. Capsular axis is made with bent cystitome. As I am going to implant plate haptic IDIF multifocal IOL, I am intending the size of axis to be slightly larger than the pupil size. For that, we have to take a slightly blind step, but the movement of stained capsule can guide us that at which place the capsule is tearing, and traxis is completed by using intracameral microforceps. So here forceps is used to complete the last quadrant of capsular axis. This gives us a better control to make capsulotomy of our required and desired size. Gentle hydrodissection is done through main port. We need to take care that we should not increase the pressure of the anterior chamber too much so that iris does not prolapse from side port or the main wound. After hydrodissection, nucleus is rotated using Sinskey hook. And then phaco-emulsification is started. Here I am using a specially designed chopper which has been designed by me so that horizontal chopping can be done, ensuring that chopper goes under the capsule, because there is a slight blind component in this step. So you can see I am doing direct chopping. This chopper goes to the equator and nucleus is cracked till the posterior plate, and now further chopping is continued. As you can see, generally in small pupil, doing horizontal chopping looks very scary, but with the help of this chopper, because this has a blunt tip and an angle which protects the posterior capsule as well as our capsulotomy edge, the chopping becomes very easy. And after making around 8 quadrants, I am going to start the quadrant removal. So you can see the pieces are coming very easily. I am intentionally keeping my phaco tip in the center and using my chopper to manipulate piece to bring it to the center. This is to ensure that iris is not captured in phaco tip and iris chafing can be avoided. So by using chopper I am rotating and I am removing quadrant in piecemeal. So, and now epinuclear plate is also being removed. As this surgery I am doing with my phaco handpiece in my left hand, so I have liberty to use both side ports to use the second chopper. So that gives an advantage, as the epinuclear plate under the main incision can be removed easily through the side port, which is diagonally opposite to the main port. And now I am going to do irrigation and aspiration of cortex. So I have not edited this video, I have not done any snipping, or I have not removed any part of the video, so that it can be seen where and how much time has been taken. As I am going to implant plate haptic IDIF multifocal IOL from Care Group, this IOL power is 25 mm, so I am going to enlarge my 2.2 incision up to 2.8 mm. Care Group supplies 2 cartridges. A smaller one can be used to implant IOL through 2.2 tunnel supported implantation, while larger cartridge needs 2.8 mm for tunnel supported implantation. I have loaded plate haptic IOL in the cartridge. And now loaded IOL, I have kept it with my assistant, and I am now going to do cortical aspiration. Because I do hydro implant procedure of IOL, so I generally load the IOL before cortical aspiration, so that once cortical aspiration is over, I simply have to implant the IOL under irrigation only. Using bimanual aspiration helps in doing a complete cortical aspiration, where irrigating port is used to retract the iris and cortical aspiration can be completed all 360 degree. So I have changed my hand. Now irrigation port is in the right hand and aspiration port is aspiration cannula is in my left hand, and I am just finishing cortical aspiration all 360 degree around. So this is the probably last piece of cortex which I am removing. It's slightly sticky, but it has been removed successfully. I think now there is one more piece of cortical matter, and yes, now 360 degree cortical matter has been successfully removed. And now I am going to implant IDIF multifocal IOL. So the leading haptic directly goes obliquely into the bag, and trailing haptics has to be pushed gently. The all haptics have gone into the bag, and button dialer can be used to retract the iris and to ensure that IOL is completely into the bag. This step is very critical, because if any haptic is outside, that will lead to decentration of IOL, and hence patient will have dysphotopsias and inadequate quality of vision. Now I am doing hydration of all the ports as standard we have been doing. So you can see by the end of surgery, pupil is slightly dilated. That is because of the viscoelastic. Friends, thank you for watching this video, and I will welcome any suggestion or comments from your side. Thank you.